Welcome, viewers. Prepare to be captivated by the timeless wisdom of Niccolò Machiavelli, the master strategist of the Renaissance. In this video, we're diving into a treasure trove of Machiavelli's most potent quotes, each a roadmap to navigating the complexities of power, politics, and human nature. From the art of deception to the necessity of calculated risk-taking, Machiavelli's insights are as relevant today as they were centuries ago. Join us as we unravel the secrets behind Machiavelli's infamous advice to be both lion and fox, and discover why his words still hold sway in the modern world. So grab a seat, buckle up, and get ready to embark on a journey through the mind of one of history's most intriguing thinkers. Machiavelli's wisdom awaits, and it's sure to leave you inspired, challenged, and hungry for more. Let's dive in. Necessity is what impels men to take action, and once necessity is gone, only rot and decay are left. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. Never was anything great achieved without danger. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Men are so simple of mind and so much dominated by their immediate needs that a deceitful man will always find plenty who are ready to be deceived. People should either be caressed or crushed. If you do them minor damage, they will get their revenge, but if you cripple them, there is nothing they can do. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. All courses of action are risky, so prudence is not in avoiding danger, it's impossible, but calculating risk and acting decisively. Make mistakes of ambition and not mistakes of sloth. Develop the strength to do bold things, not the strength to suffer. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. How we live is so different from how we ought to live, that he who studies what ought to be done rather than what is done will learn the way to his downfall rather than to his preservation. He who seeks to deceive will always find someone who will allow himself to be deceived. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Men, in general, judge more by the sense of sight than by the sense of touch, because everyone can see, but few can test by feeling. Everyone sees what you seem to be, few know what you really are, and those few do not dare take a stand against the general opinion. Since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. The vulgar crowd always is taken by appearances, and the world consists chiefly of the vulgar. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. A man who is used to acting in one way never changes. He must come to ruin when the times, in changing, no longer are in harmony with his ways. A prudent man should always follow in the path trodden by great men and imitate those who are most excellent, so that if he does not attain to their greatness, at any rate he will get some tinge of it. Any man who tries to be good all the time is bound to come to ruin among the great number who are not good. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. Of mankind, we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. It must be considered that there is nothing more difficult to carry out, nor more doubtful of success, nor more dangerous to handle, than to initiate a new order of things. Wisdom consists of knowing how to distinguish the nature of trouble, and in choosing the lesser evil. Men in general judge more from appearances than from reality. All men have eyes, but few have the gift of penetration. He who becomes a prince through the favor of the people should always keep on good terms with them, which it is easy for him to do, since all they ask is not to be oppressed. There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of your enemy. In conclusion, the arms of others either fall from your back, or they weigh you down, or they bind you fast. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. He who builds on the people builds on the mud. Nature creates few men brave. Industry and training makes many. Everyone who wants to know what will happen ought to examine what has happened. Everything in this world, in any epoch, has their replicas in antiquity. Men never do good unless necessity drives them to it. But when they are free to choose, and can do just as they please, confusion and disorder become rampant. One should never fall in the belief that you can find someone to pick you up. Men sooner forget the death of their father than the loss of their patrimony. He who is highly esteemed is not easily conspired against. Therefore, the best fortress is to be found in the love of the people, for although you may have fortresses, they will not save you if you are hated by the people. Men intrinsically do not trust new things that they have not experienced themselves. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. When everyone feels free to tell you the truth, respect for you dwindles. For whoever believes that great advancement and new benefits make men forget old injuries is mistaken. Women are the most charitable creatures and the most troublesome. He who shuns women passes up the trouble, but also the benefits. He who puts up with them gains the benefits, but also the trouble. As the saying goes, there's no honey without bees. It happens in all human affairs that we never seek to escape one mischief without falling into another. It is a common fault of men not to reckon on storms in fair weather. Never do an enemy a small injury. Men will not look at things as they really are, but as they wish them to be, and are ruined. Without an opportunity, their abilities would have been wasted, and without their abilities, the opportunity would have arisen in vain. Among other evils which being unarmed brings you, it causes you to be despised. If you found value in today's exploration of wisdom and insight, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this journey of discovery together.